Just so you know, Apple has rolled out some cool new features in the latest iOS 26.4 update. Think AI-powered music tools and fresh settings for your camera and other apps. Today we're exploring some of the hidden gems that you may have missed in this release. This update is surprisingly packed for a point release. So let's dive into the feature that everyone's buzzing about, Playlist Playground. Playlist Playground is Apple's new AI playlist generator, and it allows custom created playlists via text-based AI prompts. Think of it as a vibe architect that responds to natural language. Since it typically creates a solid starting point of 25 songs, it's perfect for quickly testing out creative themes. You can type a prompt such as upbeat 80s synth pop for a 45-minute power walk, or disco songs that define the 70s, and it will generate a 25-song mix with a custom title and description. After the initial list is made, you can follow up with more refinements at the Customize Playlist question at the bottom, and give it a prompt such as remove any songs with explicit lyrics to keep the vibe family-friendly. Some other possible ideas would be acoustic coffee shop covers of heavy metal songs, or the ultimate soundtrack for a weekend board game marathon. The ideas are limitless, so have fun with this one. Before we continue, let's fix something that's always bugged me about playlists, but I never took the time to resolve it. To prevent Playground Playlist, or any playlist for that matter, from cluttering up your recently added section of your music library, you can disable a setting that automatically adds every song in that playlist to your music library by default. Here's how to disable it. Open Settings, Apps, Music. Scroll down to Add Playlist Songs and toggle it off. With this off, the playlist will still appear in your playlist tabs, but the individual songs won't be added to your main library. This keeps them out of the recently added view entirely. This allows you to audition the new playlist songs without cluttering up your main music library. However, if you find a song you love later, you can always manually tap the plus icon to add it to your main library. Music is clearly a huge focus here, but Apple didn't just stop at how your phone plays music. They also upgraded how your phone finds music. We've all been there. You're going through a store or a coffee shop and you hear that great tune and you open Control Center, click Shazam. However, you don't have any Wi-Fi or cell service, and so you miss the song. With the latest release, that's no longer a problem. Now Shazam works offline. It tags the song's acoustic fingerprint and delivers the result to you once you're back online. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. There's one more change we need to review before we leave the topic of music. Ambient music are mood-based sounds that were previously introduced in iOS 18.4, and they were hidden in the Control Center. But now they're available on home screens and lock screens with widgets that are easily controlled. Unlike a standard music widget that shows you your last song played, this ambient music widget acts as a play button for specific environments. Tapping a mood starts the music immediately without launching the music app. There are 4 moods to choose from: sleep, chill, productivity, and well-being. You can choose a small widget for a favorite mood or a medium widget that displays all 4 buttons at once. And you can customize the widget with a long press of the widget, tap Edit Widget, and swap out Apple's curation for one of your own custom playlists. Now let's talk about a setting that many have asked for. In iOS 26.4, Apple has now introduced a new toggle that allows you to disable the swipe left gesture that you use on your lock screen to open up your camera app. Apparently, many have experienced taking pocket photos by mistake, accidentally opening the camera app as they replace the phone in your pocket. Personally, I haven't had this issue, and I really like this feature, but if you don't like it, here's how to disable it. Go to Settings, Camera, scroll to the bottom, find Lock Screen Swipe to Open Camera. Toggle it off if you don't like the swipe left feature. Now, just for fun, here are the newest emojis if you want to impress your friends: orca, trombone, landslide, ballet dancer, distorted face, hairy creature, or Sasquatch or Bigfoot as I call it, fight cloud, and treasure chest. Apple has now made it easier for you to monitor the devices that have been using your personal hotspot data. In iOS 26.4, Apple has moved the personal hotspot data usage that used to be buried deep in cellular settings. Open Settings, Personal Hotspot, scroll to the bottom of the screen to find the new section called Data Usage. It gives you per device breakdown, device identification because it identifies Apple devices by name and groups non-Apple devices as other devices. It also gives you a total consumption across those categories and displays the overall data used across all connected devices in one quick overview. Now let's look at new ways to mark reminders as urgent. Previously, you had to dig into the reminders details to toggle on urgent. The iOS 26.4 release has streamlined this for you. Now you can mark a task as urgent directly from the Quick Toolbar, which is the bar above the keyboard, while typing a new reminder. You can also long press any existing task in a list to quickly toggle the urgent flag without opening its full settings menu. There is a new Urgent Smart List at the top of the app that automatically gathers every urgent task from across all the different lists into one place. And the new urgent settings trigger a full screen alarm like a wake-up call at the due time, creating a live activity on your lock screen that won't go away until completed, and it can even break through your focus modes. Now you don't have to miss anything that you must get done. Now this next item is simply back. Apple has brought back a fan favorite to the health dashboard. Now we have the return of blood oxygen to the vitals graph. And now in the sleep highlights, we have the average bedtime tracker that shows your average bedtime over the period of 2 weeks. It's great to see the data back where it belongs. Now let's discuss the real point of the update. The iOS 26.4 update addresses 37 specific security vulnerabilities, making this one of the most security-heavy mid-cycle releases we've seen in a while. So this is a strong reason to update, and it's simple. Just go to Settings, General, Software Update. Regardless if you like the new features, these are a must-have. Finally, I'm ending today with a quick life lesson. As a friend once told me, you don't quit making breakfast just because you messed up the scrambled eggs for the first time. It's the same with learning technology or anything else. The more you use these tools, the easier it gets. So just hang in there and keep trying. This is Mike with Easy and Simple. If you learned anything new today, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. I really appreciate all the likes and subscribes. And remember, it's free to do. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.